Linear functions, or as I like to call them, straight line graphs. I'll write that in. They equal straight line graphs. Because that's all they are, just straight lines that we put on a graph. But before we move on into all the nitty-gritty details, I think we should talk about why. Why do you even care about linear functions? Well, one example of using a linear function is, if you have a part-time job. So those of you out there with a part-time job, this is all about you. Say you earn, let's say, $12 an hour. Okay? $12 an hour. We can make a little function, a little graph of how much you earn and how much time you spend. So here is time, and here is money. So I'm going to put in time 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And how much do you think you earn? Well, after 1 hour, it's going to be $12. 2 hours, 24. 3 hours, 36. 4 hours, 48. 5 hours, 60. And the amount of money you're going to earn, I'm just plotting in the points, it's going to look like this. And the equation, it's pretty easy. Y equals 12x, or money equals 12t. So, one example of a linear equation. It's kind of handy. Now you have a graph of how much you're earning. You're going to be rich very soon. And speaking of rich, if in the future you want to become a banker, or some kind of lawyer, or some kind of high-powered person, you're going to be talking about graphs at some stage. They can be like, here's time and here's your money. This is what your money is going to look like. Or it's going to look like this if you work with us. Or maybe it'll even look like this. And it's very important to have a good understanding of what graphs are so you can look really professional, I'm going to draw a person in a suit. Hopefully I don't draw him too bad. But this could be you. Yeah. See that? Business suited up. That could be you. And you have to know about linear equations. I love linear. Okay. And finally, for those of us who don't want to become bankers or lawyers, people who want to set up businesses. There's a lot of other functions, but I'm just going to tell you some of the big ones. And let's say I want to set up a bakery. I don't know how to bake bread, but bakeries are cool. And my girlfriend loves bread. So let's pretend I'm setting up a bakery. And here's some, some numbers you're going to need to run if you're setting up your own business. Well, how much is rent going to cost me? Let's say rent costs $150 a day. Okay? And let's say for each customer, I have to buy for customer ingredients. It'll cost me, let's say $2 for an item. Okay? Now, how much is this going to cost me in total? Well, then let X be the number of customers I have, or number of items sold, or customer / items. Then my total costs, put a big dot here, total cost equals 2 times the number of items I'm selling plus $150 per day. 2x plus 150. Let's make a little graph over here. So this is the number of items I'm selling. This is how much things, let's just put this as money. Okay? So we start off at 150, this is 150. And then our graph's going to look like this. Okay? And that's our costs. And it's going to be 2x plus 150. And now, on the other hand, we're going to talk about the money coming in. Let's say we sell every item for $4. Item equals $4. So how much money am I getting in? Money in equals 4 times the number of items I'm selling. And x is the number of items I have, so it's 4x. And this graph will look more like this. I'll use green. So it should have twice the gradient. So it should look something like that. Okay? And that's really cool. Now we have an idea of as if our costs are more than how much money we're getting in, we're losing money here. So this is a loss. But every dollar after here is profit, because now we're having more money coming in. So you're going to need to understand this to set up your own business. So linear equations are very important. And just before we move on, I'm just going to talk about how to find this point. This point is when they equal each other. When your money in, I'm going to write somewhere. So money in equals money out is when our money in, which is 4x, equals 2x plus 150. And for those of you who can do algebra now, we can just do it up here. I'm going to put it up here. 4x equals 2x plus 150 equals 2x plus 150. That means 2x equals 150. That means x equals 75. So at this point, x equals 75, and our total money in will be $300. So we'll be earning $300 in and out each day at 75, and we're just going to break even. So, interested in linear functions? Part-time jobs, bankers, lawyers, and bakeries. Awesome. I'll talk to you about how to use them next.